Okay, it's the next day. Boy, I was sore last night. It'd take me some Advil to sleep. I'm not used to crawling around on the floor. So, delayed getting the camera started so I get a plan worked out here this morning. I've got the hardware laid out to mount the brackets, the I-beam brackets, and I've actually removed one of the I-beam brackets. I'm going to show you what I'm doing to get the rivets out. I used a grinder. Let me get down here and I'll get you set up. I used a grinder to grind the rivets off, and now the rivets are in there. So let me show you what I'm doing to get the rivets out. I'm moving a little slow today, but I am moving, so that's good. I'm wondering if I zoom you in if it's any better. Oh yeah, like this. All right. So what I've been doing is drilling a hole partially through the center. Okay. And then I'm using a drift punch. Hold your ears. I'm gonna whack this here. See, if you drill it all the way through and you drive it, if you drill the hole all the way through, then you drive it through this, then it's stuck on there. Don't ask me how I know. So do it like this. There we go. It takes a little persuasion. So here's what you end up with. It's a little mushroom head. There you go. I got one more on this back side back here I need to do. And then I'll come back to I'll get back to videoing when I get something more exciting. This is about the most exciting thing this morning, so believe it or not. Catch you in a minute. Okay, I'm back now. So I've done a little bit and didn't film it. It's been a bit of a bear here. So I got this pitman arm off. Got the old one off. Put the new one on. And those are tough. You got to have a puller for it. And you got to beat on it with a 2-pound hammer. Beater. It whooped me. All right, so moving on. We're going to install this bracket right here. All right, let's get it up there and get it started. Did I bring my washers? Well, I'll just steal a washer for now, and yeah, I got washers on there, and then I'll get up and get them. I've actually got a nut here it's not captive, that I can use to hold this thing up. If I put the rest of them in it, I'll come back and take that one out. That's just to hold it there in place so I get the rest of these started, because I'm a weakling and I can't hold it up. It's actually a pretty heavy bracket. I had to drill this hole. This was an extra hole he wanted drilled, so I had to drill a hole there. Move some of this stuff gently out of the way here. Brake line and air compressor, AC line. Let me get some washers here. Let me make sure this is in the, yeah. You can see that, can't you? All right. I feel like a one-man recording studio here. All right, where are we at? That busted my head there, didn't it? All right, now on the back side here. 3 on the back side. I'm gonna go ahead and get one. Well, I better make sure they all go in first. All right, should be one more bolt here. What do I do with it? Alrighty, what I do with it? I got a mess here I need to clean up. Oh, I left it on the table. That's a good spot for it. I think the worst part of this is getting up and down, getting up and down, getting up and down. My legs wore out. All right, here we go. I'm gonna move around to the back side here. I'm gonna go ahead and get one started back here, put the Loctite on it. I find it's a little less messy, even though it's still messy. A little less messy just to put the Loctite in the nut after you already put these up here like this. I might as well go ahead and do all these back here. I said yesterday, I think, on another video or earlier in this video, whenever it comes out, that these were nylox. They're not. These are just captive nuts. This is a really nice hardware kit. It's even better that they're not nylox. They don't have the nylon insert to break down and it get hot and break down. These are a self-locking nut. I'm very impressed with the package they put together here. All right. So there's 3 on the back side and 4 on the front. I painted all this prior to putting these in here too. All right, let's see if I can get a. So in order to get a, it's the wrong one. That's 18. I need a 3/4. Right here it is. Here's my 3/4. In order to get to the let's see, I'm gonna have to get a wrench up there on the other side. Lid on this Loctite so don't make a mess. I gotta get on the other side again. Okay. Let's start up here. This one up here is gonna be easier, I think. Oh boy. can't seem to get in the right spot. Lay down, set up, lay down, roll over, set up. That's my struggle. All right. All right, we can get on the middle one pretty easy here. Let's get it pulled down. Okay, now I'm on it. I think the only problem I see with putting a lift kit on an old van is, 2008 is the rust. It's not bad rusty, but all the bolts are rusty, and it just makes it that much harder to deal with them. There we go. Now we're getting coordinated for a little bit. Oh yeah, you missed the fun part too. Pitting arm was fun, but the real fun part was jacking the engine up to get the bolts in for the other bracket. That was extremely fun. That's a lot of sarcasm there, by the way. So I went over on the passenger side and took the motor mount loose, and took another jack and a 2x4, and all right, I'm just gonna snug it. I want to get them all going here before I crank them down. And took a 2x4 underneath the transmission there, and yep, jacked it up enough to get my hand up in there to get the other bolt in. There actually was 3 bolts. Boy, they tight fit. Not on it. Not on it with my wrench here. There we go. Now I'm on it. I'm kind of tired today. It'll be a second day in a row crawling around working on this thing. Oh boy. Okay, I won't quit on that. Let's go ahead and put these in up here. I'm going to replace this one now. Oh, I wish I would put that in. I hope that hole lines up. Oh, it's in. Couldn't see it. All right, so there's those 2. There's 3. There's these 2. Yeah, I was just getting tired working. I'm not used to this kind of work, and hard on the body. Now I'm a right-hander, so I'm going to try to switch this around using my right hand. All right, let me scoot forward just a little bit, get a better angle here. I'm using the blue Loctite, which is medium. I don't want to lock it down where I can never ever get it off, because I gotta take it off for whatever reason. Tell you what, if I ever scrap the van, I'm taking this kit off and buy new hardware and put it on another van. So I do want to be able to get it off. I don't want them to be able to move. So the blue is called medium. Ouch. All right. Put the Loctite up. We're gonna need it again here. All right, I'll come back. Come back and get these. Need to switch ratchets because this other ratchet's got an extension on it. I can really put the Torque-O-Matic on it. Okay. I'm cheating a little bit by letting my wrench jam. Okay. Oh. All right, let's get a little more torque going. Oh boy. Right to hit that to get that out of there. Good boy, I had her in the gear. It's not as tight as you think. I'm just using a lot bigger lever, so I don't have to put a whole lot on it. Jumped up out there a little bit. Oh, I'm pulled down nice. Okay. Let's see what we can do up here. Thing's awkward though, big handle on it. Daggone it. I don't want my wrench to get into something plastic. Can't see what it's getting into over there. There we go. Hand out there. Ah. There we go. And of course it jumps out. Steve. Come on, man. Get it up in there. Oh, that's tight. All right. There we go. That's solid. Well, they say they ain't going nowhere. All right. Let me go see what's next. I think I gotta take me a break here and see what's next. Okay. I'm back. Getting ready to put the driver's side I-beam and radius arm back up under the van. So in that last clip, I was putting these brackets on, putting these bolts on, rather. And y'all let me miss this one, but I didn't miss it. I got it. So here's one last shot at what it looks like with no axles under it. Got the brackets installed, torqued, do a little paint on them. Give you a close up here. Fitment arm. I got the radius arm brackets installed and torqued. Let me get you wide angle here and we'll set the camera up. See if we can drag this back in here. Maybe right here is a good shot. We'll try that. Let's see. What are you going to see here? We'll try that. I'll move the camera if I need to. So I'm going to shove it back up under here without the spring because we need to bolt it in and then cycle it through its range of motion to make sure there's nothing going to hit. So that's the goal here. Thing's heavy. Gotta make some room for it here. All right. I don't know about that light. I don't think it's helping. All right, that's roughly lined up. The got the bolt. Now I don't know how this is going to work. I'm just going to be able to shove it up in there and go with it or not. Let's get some tools over here. It's a 7/8. 7/8, I think, or maybe it's that 19 millimeter. Let's look. Let me go look. Yeah. It's actually 21. All right, so let me get a wrench. Probably do some thread locker on this, but I don't want to lock her down just yet. I want to make sure it fits. I'm gonna test fit here. Let me check my, let's see here. I don't like getting under this thing without a safety up front here. I know it's probably not going anywhere, but I like to have an extra jack up here in the front. Just because. I don't want to put it in the way though. Let's see if I can put it under this. Just put it under this bracket and I'll move the camera. So y'all just chill out a minute. No, not under the bracket. Right here. Under this bracket right here. Yeah, and I'll move the camera here in just a second. I just like having an extra safety up here. It's a lot of weight sitting on them jack stands. All right, I'm thinking I can work it right there. Let's put a little pressure on this. All right, that's all I want. Now let me check the camera. See how much I messed that up. Maybe around here. Oh yeah. Yeah, wow, I'll just push it up in there. How about that? Yeah, let's try that. I need to go to the other side probably and heave-ho that up. The only issue with video, and as I was listening to some music here on the computer, I got to turn it off because I don't want to take no chance of getting a copyright violation. Oh, this is going to be excellent fun. Yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun. I need to probably get another jack under it here. Let's see if I can push it up. Oh yeah, it's going to have to rotate. All right. I got another jack. Put a jack under this I-beam here. Let it rotate around a little bit. I got to pick up my tools. Got a mess going. Let's see. What if I just steer that? See, it's still got to go up. Got something in my shoe poking me. It needs to rotate around like that. That's what I'm trying to get it to do. Because as it goes up, that I-beam will straighten up. Okay, that's fine. I'm thinking it's that needs to stay on this side. Don't want to get it trapped. All right, let's try that. Let's see what that does. I don't know if that's even going to be worth watching on video. We're going to try it though. That light is right in my face. I've got it. I got the cord trapped. Let's do it like that. All right. I need somebody to video for me. or something. All right, let's see. Let's get this ready. This has got to go in from the front like that. All right, it's ready. Oh, I knew that was going to happen. I almost predicted that. I ain't even psychic, and I knew that was going to happen. All right, let's try this again here. Oh boy, just about to get it. I knocked that out, didn't I? Wish I'd have brought that draw punch. I can almost see through the hole. Well, that was real good. Too far. Oh yeah, I went too far. All right. Needs to go toward you guys a little bit. Maybe it needs to rotate around here just a little. Oh, look at there. Look at that. Would you look at that? All right, well, a little bit of a bind on us. Ha ha, there we go. All right, let's put the nut on so it don't jump out. All right, I'm not tightening that. So y'all remind me to come back tighten that. Now let's come over here, put this Heim. You know what? I bet I can do it from right here. Oh man, I didn't loosen that up. I'm gonna get some big old tools. Loosen that up. I did a number here. I kicked this socket set tray and broke of all of them, I broke the 10mm prong off. Matt's gonna whoop me. These are his tools, his tool tray. He works out there. All right. Let me show you here. 10mm, bang, broke it. 10mm is the elusive socket nobody can ever find. I don't know what size that is. I bet it's like that inch. That's bigger than an inch. Let's try 1.125. About that. I guess that. So let me get 1.125 wrench. Got an 1.125 wrench. Where's this thing at? All right, and I need a ratchet. Do a ratchet. Excuse me there just a minute. All right, y'all still. Oh, that light's not helping, is it? Sorry about that. Blind y'all. So, move this back. Where are we here? Where are we working at? We're working at right there. Right there. This is probably in the way. Put that down just a little bit. I don't know about the light. It's in the way no matter where I put it. So we're just going to have to roll with it. All right. All right. Now it's broke free. So it looks like he's got a washer. He's just got one washer inside. I'd say it needs to go on there. Oops. Let's just, I don't know which side he wants the washer on. I like unplugged over here. Let me go check this before we jam it up in there. Okay, it's trying to turn on me. Oh, yeah. All right. Those are in. Those are tight. Let's see about putting this spring in here. Where's my knee pads? So I think what I need to do here, though, is I need to not be under the spring. The nut that I got to use to tighten here in a second. Set her back down here and move my jack over. Man, too much going on here. All right, now I get my board out. Let's see here. Gotta go down a little bit. All right. Whoop. Down too much. Right there is where it's got to set at. All right, let's quit right there. Let's get a keeper on it. I took that off. I just took it off. It was right here. What'd I do with that? Well, I must be overlooking it. Let me stand up here and see if I can find it. Under the jack? Huh. I just had it. Oh, I took it off. Well, I'll be dang on. That's a goofball move. Carried over here, did I? See, this one's still on over here. Took this one off. Preparation of putting the spring on. Here it is. When I move that board out of the way. All right, this has got to go in here. It's got to go in a slot like that. And then up there like such. This is a 10 millimeter. I'm not gonna horse it in with a impact. I'm gonna get a 3/8 drive socket here. All right, let's see. This is a half. Put that one back. I think it's a 10. It is. All right. That'll hold the top of it. And then okay, I need to come up here a little bit. I was gonna rotate that just a skosh. I'm gonna rotate where this spring sets on that. I should have done that just yet. There we go. I'm just gonna match it up where the old spring was. I didn't replace the what do you call that? Spring bushing, maybe. Let's just take on the bottom down here. I forget. Oh, it takes a biggie. Let's see here. Turn around here and get some tools. All right, so this is 3/4. Put it back. This is a 21. Just put it back. Extension. See here. All right, 9/16. Fits that bottom. And then the nut, I got to have that big channel lock or crescent wrench because I don't have a wrench that big. Yeah, I got to get it. Let me grab it here. I don't know how in frame this is. I don't know. Wish I had somebody to video this while I was doing it. That way we'd have a decent video when we get done here. All right. I want to loosen that up, so I'm doing so I can rotate that. You know what? I think I'm not going to fight it. I'm going to take this loose. Get that seated where I want it. Now I'll see if I lose it again. All right, I need to let it down a little bit. All right. So I need to rotate this around. All right, right there is where it needs to set. And then up here, it needs to be like that. Well, that looks right. All right. I'm wondering if I ought to leave out just like that and go ahead and tighten this up. I feel like it needs to be right there. All right. That's it right there. Let me change hands, see if I can turn this nut. Just mechanicking. Slow work when you're not a bunch of a mechanic. Let's see here. See if I can hold that. Wish I had an inch and probably an inch and a quarter wrench. I don't have one for some reason. I couldn't find it. Okay. Okay. Oh boy. Get tight now. Say the least. That's good. Let's put it together, then I can get a bigger bar on it. Put the wham bam thank you man on it. I like how that's loose like that. All right. Now, right there. Okay. Try this again. It's in here. Slip it back in there. All right, that's tight. Okay. We could put a shock on. I'm going to have to do something with this. It needs to rotate. So it ain't going to be long enough. Tell you what, let's put the Loctite on this back heim joint and be done with that. Let me go get my tools from over there. Here we go. This is first time 5-inch lift setting on stock wheels and tires in the front. Back's not done yet. So let me give you a quick walk around here. There ain't much room in here in the garage to do any videoing, so there you are. Let's see. Let me go back over here. So I did some before and after measurements. 35 inches to right here to the ground before, and then front only 41 inches. Now it does need a front end alignment because I do see that the camber's out, so that was expected. They're like the tires are laid in. Well, they ain't much. The bottoms are in, tops out just a little bit, but that's what the alignment's for.